All right, today we're talking about the 2015 Ford Flex Ecoboost. We've owned this car for 3, maybe 4 years now. It's a great car, 7-seater wagon. It has some appeal. Some people hate it, some people love it. It just depends on what your styling is, I guess. We loved it for the Ecoboost because twin turbo V6, 365 horses, 350 pounds-per-feet of torque. For the Ecoboost models only, they are all-wheel drive only. And because of that, the P2 power transfer unit, it does wear out tires pretty fast and sometimes unevenly. So tire rotations and mounting, balancing, all the Peony wheels, I'm sure you can guess why. It does have the keyless entry and lock, which also has puddle lights under here, which is really nice at nighttime. It has the keypad for getting in when you don't have the key, which is nice. I dare you to look in every single parking lot and anywhere there's a Flex, see if you can find one that doesn't have cracked right there. Guaranteed at least one side, if not both, are cracked in every single Flex that you look at. That should have been a recall. It's got dual exhaust and it's got a hitch and it's got oversized rotors. As far as the interior, it does have 2 memory seats, which is seating positions, which is really nice. It's also got a way to move the pedals forward and backwards. You can change the interior lighting, the mood lighting, which is pretty cool. It has a push button start. For the gauges, I like the gauges. I think they're pretty nice for a basic traffic car. You got your speedometer in the middle with the gear selector underneath it, the RPM, the gas, and the temperature gauge. It's got navigation on the right, which you can select with the steering wheel controls. So you can switch that to the phone. You can switch that to the entertainment. It's very, very fluid, very quick. I like the actual buttons. But we just usually leave it on navigation just because it usually has a speedo sign right here, or a speed limit sign right here with what street you're on. Left, you can use the controls to switch it if you just want the distance to empty. It's got trip and 17.9 miles per gallon. That's over the course. It resets every 10,000 miles. So that's 17,000 miles, 17.9 miles per gallon. And that's, 591 hours. That's a lot of warm-up time in the winter, cool down time in the summer. And then just kind of like right now, I'm just sitting here. I'm getting 0 miles per gallon while I'm recording this. So drive 7-seater car, 17.9 miles per gallon. I think that's pretty good. But you can also get the instant fuel mileage. There's a bunch of different things that you can select with the driver assist. You can actually shut off the traction control, which is really, really nice. Not a lot of cars have that. And then this is not like a real touchscreen. It's a pressure point system. I think it's super annoying, and I don't think it's that good. But it does have a maps navigation system. If you're interested in that, super outdated. Even for 2015, I think that's pretty outdated. This looks like crap. It does have Wi-Fi capabilities, so you can hook it up to Wi-Fi and update it. But the worst part of this is your temperature control settings and all that for the rear has to be changed on here. It cannot be changed down below. And then the seat warmers are also only changed right here. So to me, that's just annoying, but some people like that. Down here, the temperature controls, this is all flat. There's no buttons. It's like an actual more touchscreen than this is. And I don't mind it, but a lot of people hate it. Even this is just touch. This is touch. That's touch. These came with either a Sony sound system or a Bose. My parents came with the Bose sound system. Mine came with the Sony. I think the Sony sounds a little bit better, but the Bose still sounds really good. I believe it's an 11 speaker system, but I could be wrong. I'll put a number up here on how many speakers come in this, but there's like the big middle speaker and then the tweeters and etc. So there's a little sub in the back. Overall, I don't mind the sound system. I think the sound system sounds pretty good for a normal car. Sunroof, tilt, and back. It's not very big. It's hard to tell on camera, but it's actually pretty narrow. But each of the seats, because this came with the Vista sunroof, it's got a sunroof in the very, very back third row, and then 2 decently sized sunroofs for the back middle row. The glove box itself is pretty big. It's got some cubbies down here as well as car charger ports. It's got a lot of car charger ports in the car. Some cubby space here, some more cubby space over here. Like I said, you can change the colors of the mood lighting, and then you got your center console here. Inside, it's got RCA cables and USB ports and another car charger, and it's pretty deep, so I do like that middle console. Very, very roomy, comfortable front seats. I don't mind them. They got kind of like this fake, it's not leather, it's like more pleather, but it's got two-tone. It's hard to tell this is gray and this is black. Lots of leg space. Look it up. You're hard-pressed to find a vehicle with more leg space in all 3 rows than a Ford Flex. Okay, so the back middle is a 60-40 split. Lots of cup holders. I think there's 2 drinks per passenger in this car. It's got the ceiling vents for the HVAC. This is where the Vista roof is, and both passengers in the middle have that. More cup holders here. Cup holders for your big gulps. HVAC settings here. It's got an actual outlet here, which is really nice for charging, and then another car charger port. This is more cup holders. This is really loud and it echoes, so don't put anything in here because it will just roll around and annoy you. But this is hard to see. This is so much space. The tallest person, and there's another 2 feet even with me sitting in here. So back here you got your automatic lift gate with the camera. The backup camera is pretty good in this car. And then here's the actual back 3rd row. It's 2 seats, so it's 2, 3, 2. Some of them are 2, 2, 2, so 6 to 7 seats depending. Cup holders. More storage space in here. Storage compartments everywhere. More car charger ports. There's the sub right there. But then with these seats, they have kind of a little so they can fold flat, so you can put a piece of wood or whatever back here. And then they also have pretty deep cargo space with a full-size spare right here. Sorry, just kidding. It's a donut, not a full-size spare. But it's pretty deep. You can look it up, but I'm almost certain that the equivalent 2015 Expedition versus 2015 Ford Flex, the Ford Flex has more cargo space when seats are folded down as well as when seats are folded up. Again, I could be wrong on that, but I'll put in here that's false or true, lie, truth, whatever, right here. Here's the headrest. You can pull this to bring it down. A full-size adult will fit in this 3rd row. We took this California. We had 7 adults in here with cargo space, and yes, an adult can fit right here. But it also has this. It's called tailgating mode, and I think it's kind of stupid because who's gonna sit right here with this on their junk? And anyways, I can see why this never took off. It's kind of stupid, but it is kind of funny to show people. And also when you have a car seat right here, throw the kid right there, flip them up, and then you're done, out of the way. So something that's kind of unique to this. Now, one thing I absolutely can't stand is the trunk latch button. You have to push this and then run, because as you're on your way out, since it's so deep in here, you're hitting your head on the trunk, on the latch. So I wish that was more commonly placed, like over here, like most cars, but it is what it is. At least it's there. You push that, back out of the way real quick, hit my head on the back of that, and then it shuts. So kind of annoying. Okay, so overall, would I recommend this car to anyone? I would. I love this car. I think that it's sporty. It's not that bad, honestly, in any way, shape, or form. It's pretty good on gas. The big killer is the Ecoboost transverse mounted, so it's sideways mounted for this car. Same with the Explorer and the Taurus. The water pump in these is horribly engineered and designed, and so it's very expensive to get that repaired. So that's one push for us to sell this. We have replaced it already, so the buyer shouldn't have to worry about it for a while. But it's just annoying, and it's something that looms over the top of your head when you're driving it. We've taken this mostly on road trips, and it's phenomenal for that. Put 20,000 miles on it, just purely highway mileage, and it's super nice for that. I would recommend it if you're just looking for a car to daily that can fit the whole family, but you don't want a minivan, then this is the one. It's also really good in the snow with the all-wheel drive with the right tires. So if you're in the snowy regions, pick it up, drive it. It does have sport mode, and it just delays the shifts. And it is pretty quick. I'll put up here in the corner like a video of it doing a 0 to 60 pull. I think it's pretty fast for what it is. It's a heavy, basically minivan. People hate when you call this a minivan, so be careful. It does have paddle shifters. These are plastic and they're very, very, very small, short and narrow. They're kind of useless, honestly, because it will shift still even if you try and use these. It will shift when it wants. So just keep that in mind. But I would buy this car again if I was looking for something this big. Right now we're looking to downsize. I would buy it again. So if you're super serious about buying one, don't hesitate. Just make sure the water pump was done and the power transfer unit, the all-wheel drive transfer unit system has been maintained. If those two things have been done, I would pick one up. I wouldn't pick a front-wheel drive one up or a naturally aspirated one up, but an all-wheel drive EcoBoost, go ahead and go buy yourself one because they're pretty good cars. All right, with that, thanks for watching. This is my first review, full video on the Ride It with It channel. Please share, like, and subscribe. I'm gonna do more. We have a lot of cars, 7, 8, 9 cars at a time. Usually we flip them or we fix them up or whatever. So we try and pick up unique cars that not a lot of people own. Go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe for more. And we'll kind of do this a little bit better each time, of course, as the channel grows. But thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it.